Girl power Kerry Katona wades into Eamonn Holmes and Ruth Langsford's split, saying she feels bad for loose women star. It comes after Ruth hired a fierce divorce lawyer. Kerry Katona has given her take on Ruth Langsford and Eamonn Holmes' shock split. The Atomic Kitten songstress, who is engaged to fiancé Ryan Mahoney and has been married 3 times, admitted she felt bad for loose women anchor Ruth, 64, who has hired a fierce divorce lawyer. It came after mom of one Ruth sparked concern with her appearance in a recent social media post as images of her ex Eamonn, 64, on holiday with his new girlfriend Katie Alexander circulated. Whole Again singer Kerry, 44, admitted she was surprised at GB News anchor Eamonn's new relationship, noting it hadn't been long since his breakup. She told OK! Magazine, "I do feel bad for Ruth. If that's the case, it can't be nice seeing his new relationship everywhere. I think Ruth's a really strong woman and has handled the whole situation with grace. But at the same time, I love Eamonn and he's a good friend, so I would never want to speak negatively about him. Getting into a new relationship is sometimes the way people deal with things." The pop star then conceded, "I've done it myself, so I understand that coping strategy." Kerry has been in a relationship with fiancé Ryan since 2019 and they got engaged the following year. The I'm a Celeb star shares her girls Molly and Lily Sue with her first husband Brian McFadden. She was married to the ex-Westlife star from 2002 to 2006. They were married from 2007 to 2011 and they have 2 children together, Heidi, 17, and 15-year-old Max. Kerry also has a daughter from her 3rd marriage to the late George K., their 10-year-old Dylan Jorge, aka DJ. Meanwhile, fans have speculated, you can tell that Ruth has been hurting, as she had attempted to maintain a cheery demeanor on and off screen. Last week, we reported how Eamonn had touched down in Ibiza with his marriage counselor partner. A source then told Mail Online that Eamonn's public holiday with his new girlfriend, which saw him arrive at the airport with his crutches and walker, has left Ruth shocked. The former TV couple shocked fans in May when they revealed their divorce, after announcing they were going in different directions. Previously, fans thought they had pinpointed the signs of their breakup, which included a lack of social media snaps together. Revealing their split after 14 years in an exclusive statement to The Sun on Sunday, their spokesperson said, Ruth Langsford and Eamonn Holmes have confirmed their marriage is over and they are in the process of divorcing. The pair, who share son Jack, first got together in 1996 and tied the knot in 2010. Every twist and turn in Ruth Langsford and Eamonn Holmes' split, as she calls in top divorce lawyer, amid his new romance. Ruth and Eamonn announced their divorce in May. Ruth Langsford and Eamonn Holmes announced their split in May, and since then, a lot has happened. Most recently, GB News presenter Eamonn, 64, was seen enjoying a getaway with his rumored girlfriend Katie Alexander, 42. Meanwhile, at the weekend, reports claimed that Ruth has hired a fierce divorce lawyer. So what's been all the twists and turns since Ruth and Eamonn confirmed their divorce news? Let's take a look. Ruth Langsford and Eamonn Holmes. In most recent news, The Sun has claimed that Ruth has hired divorce lawyer Catherine Costley, who has reportedly worked under the country's top divorce lawyer Baroness Fiona Shackleton. Shackleton represented the now King Charles in his split from Princess Diana. Ruth is putting her best foot forward and holding her head up high. The publication claims that on her website, Costley says, I am listed in the top 23 divorce lawyers on Middle.com's directory, where I am described as serenity itself, methodical, thoughtful and kind, but also progressive and fierce. A source has claimed, Ruth is putting her best foot forward and holding her head up high. Of course, she has hired one of the best lawyers in the business so she can protect her future after decades of hard work in the industry. However, she has been left shocked by Eamonn's public display of affection towards Katie and has found it hurtful. Ed has contacted reps for Ruth for comment. Since their split was announced in May, there's been many twists and turns emerging in the press. It's believed the pair split a year ago and had been keeping things on the down low. In June, reports claimed that Ruth was left upset and devastated after discovering messages on Eamonn's laptop from another woman. A source alleged to The Sun at the time, Ruth was completely taken by surprise when she saw the messages. She had no idea what had been going on between them. She was devastated. Not only was she very upset, but she was also angry. Since then, reports claimed that Eamonn has moved on with relationship counselor Katie Alexander. In June, a source claimed that Katie was helping Eamonn through the tough times but doesn't want to be seen as a marriage wrecker. Meanwhile, earlier this month, September 2024, Eamonn and Katie were seen at an airport as they jetted off on a cruise. The cruise is just the latest proof of their closeness. A source told The Sun, Katie has been telling pals she and Eamonn are going to be for keeps, and now everyone is starting to believe her. Eamonn's zest for her, the latest being this all-expenses-paid trip, has wowed Ruth and pals. He has found a new lease of life for sure. Everyone is amazed. In one of the latest twists, a source claimed that Eamonn and Katie have thought about moving in together. A source told The Sun. Katie's assured him she's in it for the long haul and they're both settling down nicely. They've been spending so much time at his Kingston flat that they're even looking to move in together permanently. Eamonn Holmes' health. What TV presenter has said about using a wheelchair? The latest on the TV presenter's health and his new relationship with Katie Alexander after split from Ruth Langsford. TV presenter Eamonn Holmes has continued to open up about his health struggles, as he is pictured returning from holiday in a wheelchair. The Northern Irish host, formerly of ITV and Sky and more recently seen on GB News, has had multiple operations over the years, including a double hip replacement and spinal surgery. Here's what Holmes has said about his health issues, as well as his new relationship following a high-profile split from wife Ruth Langsford. What has Eamonn Holmes said about his health issues? Holmes, 64, has undergone several surgeries to deal with years-long, chronic conditions as well as other ailments. He described the hip replacement procedure, carried out in 2016 after reportedly being put off for decades, as life-changing, adding that, waiting was the worst decision I ever made. Holmes then contracted shingles, before suffering 3 slipped discs and a trapped sciatic nerve that eventually necessitated spinal surgery in 2022. Upon returning to his presenting role on Breakfast with Eamonn and Isabel at GB News, which he joined after leaving ITV, Holmes claimed his back surgery had set me back and made his life more difficult rather than easier, adding, basically, I can't walk. I can do everything above his waist works, but it's the legs. He also revealed that his leg had gave way in his post-surgery condition, causing him to fall down 18 stairs of a spiral staircase and fracture his right shoulder, leading to another surgery. Holmes's mobility issues have led to him using various walking aids, and he has been seen using mobility scooters and wheelchairs to get around more easily. On air, the presenter recently described his struggles with physical activity as a living nightmare, while in an interview with Best magazine, he added, "Some people were mocking me on social media, oh, look at Eamonn, he's in a mobility scooter." I replied, saying, I would prefer if I wasn't in it, but how else would I have got around? The alternative is I don't go anywhere, and I sit in my armchair, work in the office, so I go out. It's mentally uplifting to get out. Holmes said that while some people think he's fixed, it just looks like that on TV, adding, the good news is the op cured me of my back pain, but I lost full mobility. I'm doing everything I can to get better, but it's slow. Who is Eamonn Holmes' girlfriend Katie Alexander? Amid his health struggles, Holmes is also navigating a new relationship after announcing his split from former co-presenter Langsford earlier this year following 14 years of marriage. He has been pictured with 42-year-old relationship therapist Katie Alexander, including on a recent trip the pair took to Spain. Reports have emerged that the new couple were house hunting despite only having been together for a few months, though Alexander's representatives have reportedly denied the claims. A mother of 3 from Yorkshire, Alexander reportedly met Holmes a few years ago via Twitter after both were involved with a mental health charity, with the pair said to have grown closer in recent months. 2 of Alexander's children are from a prior marriage to ex-husband George Alexander, while she also reportedly has a 22-year-old son named Ben from a previous relationship in her late teens.